There's a lot of discussion surrounding Ryan Clark after what viewers described as an unexpectedly abrupt exit from ESPN, and some people are even wondering whether Pat McAfee had anything to do with how everything unfolded. For many fans, it was surprising because this isn't the kind of situation people are used to seeing involving someone who had been part of ESPN programming for around 12 years. Ryan Clark arrived for work fully prepared for what turned out to be his final appearance on the network before he was suddenly taken off the air. From the audience's perspective, he showed up as usual, but then disappeared from the program with no immediate explanation, leaving everyone confused about what had happened. That uncertainty quickly fueled online speculation, with some fans pointing back to an on-air disagreement Ryan Clark had with another ESPN analyst roughly 10 months earlier as a possible reason behind the situation.
We shouldn't do this on TV, and so I apologize if people think this is rude. That's the non-player.
Oh, stop. CeeDee Lamb is
let me tell you why. I'm not looking at fantasy football.
Ryan, I'm not. Don't belittle me like that. I could come in and say, as three ex-players are saying one thing, and give an alternative perspective that maybe CeeDee Lamb did play well. And
Peter, what I need for you to do is not get mad and let me finish for one.
Okay, go on.
It wasn't about you. It was going to be
Back when that earlier controversy happened, Ryan Clark publicly apologized, and it seemed like the situation had settled down. But after the news about his departure came out, a lot of old clips started making the rounds again, bringing those past moments back into the conversation. Around the same time, reports also surfaced that Pat McAfee could be negotiating a new deal with ESPN, which led some people online to connect that news with the company's recent layoffs. Fans pointed out that whenever major contract negotiations happen at ESPN, layoffs often become part of the discussion, so the timing naturally sparked speculation. One report even claimed that ESPN could end up paying Pat McAfee more than $60 million per year after cutting other employees, while also saying Ryan Clark's salary had effectively been absorbed following his layoff. Seeing those reports reminded many viewers of previous on-air interactions between Pat McAfee and Ryan Clark, including a moment where McAfee appeared to joke about Ryan Clark's NFL career in a way that some felt came across as dismissive.
Bro, I'm doing well, man. I got to talk about people who kind of wear football uniforms but don't really play football.
Right, Andrew, sticking with
this morning.
But let me ask you a couple questions, Ryan Clark, shall I?
Let's do this.
Ryan, have you ran with a football in an NFL game? Have you had a rush?
No, I have not.
Oh,
that's weird.
Have you thrown a pass in the NFL?
I have not.
Have you scored in an NFL game?
I actually have not.
Well. See, there's a lot of things I think that make up a football game. You know what I mean? Like tackling, running, passing, kicking, blocking. I mean, there's a lot of things there. I've done them all.
The biggest reason I wanted to talk about this is because I think Pat McAfee may have been the one who influenced Ryan Clark's exit from ESPN. The reason I say that is because of Stephen A. Smith's response after the news broke. When he addressed the situation, Stephen A. Smith basically said he wished he had more power to help, suggesting that the decision wasn't in his hands. That comment is part of why I believe someone else at the network may have had more influence over what ultimately happened to Ryan Clark.
Somebody that I just loved working with. He's somebody that I love, period. That I will always be here for. In every way, shape, form imaginable that I can. I just wish that I could have been in enough of an influential or powerful position to prevent his exit from happening.
Stephen A. Smith's comments also stood out to me because, in my view, Pat McAfee appears to have more influence within ESPN than just about anyone else on the talent side. McAfee has repeatedly shown that he's willing to publicly challenge ESPN executives and openly criticize network leadership, something you almost never see from Stephen A. Smith. While Stephen A. Smith tends to avoid calling out the people running the company, Pat McAfee has built a reputation for speaking his mind, even if it means taking shots at executives or referring to them as out of touch. Over the years, viewers have watched McAfee be unusually outspoken toward ESPN leadership, and that's part of why some people see him as having significant leverage within the network.
TV, Stop telling people to go to a website to save a multi-billion-dollar deal. Okay?
come on.
Nobody cares what you have to say. There will be nothing that we say or any website that'll be visited that'll get this thing. There are, I'm going to say the exact names, but these people, sports sorts though.
Yeah.
Sports sorts out for the good of sports. Need each other. Anyways, we're very appreciative, and we understand that more people are watching this show than ever before. We're very thankful for the ESPN folks being very hospitable. Now, there are some people actively trying to sabotage us from within ESPN.
Funny.
More specifically, I believe Norby Williamson is the guy who is attempting to sabotage our program. I'm not 100% sure. That is just seemingly the only human that has information, and then somehow that information gets leaked, and it's wrong. And then it sets a narrative of what our show is. And then are we just going to combat that from a rat every single time? I don't know. But like somebody tried to get ahead of our actual ratings release with wrong numbers 12 hours beforehand. That's a sabotage attempt.
Like I was saying, this whole situation brought me back to a video I covered a while back involving Ryan Clark and Pat McAfee. At the time, Ryan Clark even challenged Pat McAfee to meet him on the show, pointing out that he was in South Bend, Indiana. That exchange happened while Pat McAfee was interviewing Aaron Rodgers, who had gotten into a back and forth with Ryan Clark. During the conversation, Aaron Rodgers was taking playful shots at Ryan Clark, and the back and forth quickly became one of the bigger talking points surrounding the interview. Looking back now, those old moments are getting a lot more attention as people revisit the history between Ryan Clark, Pat McAfee, and Aaron Rodgers.
He says these things and he talks tough and he behaves in this way, but he ain't. There ain't people that come around here and talk about wanting to follow you because of the type of man you have been. This dude is a fraud.
Aaron.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Oh, shit.
I just got a PSA. Just a quick
Okay.
PSA.
All right. I thought we were.
Just a quick PSA reminder.
Starting with 12, count down to 1.
Say is this. I know I got to say this multiple times for people because they don't listen, but say whatever the fuck you want about me. I don't care. But just before you do it, whether you state your name, your accolades, pronouns, whatever it is, just state your vax status so that anything you say afterwards gets put in the right light. Just please help everybody out who's wondering where is this coming from, including myself. What the fuck is this coming from? But just give a little PSA. You do a little bit of digging, then you know where it's all coming from, right? You're captured, you're highly valued, and then say whatever the hell you want to say about me, because I couldn't give two shits about it. All I care about is that you put that little disclaimer out there, just like it's in the bottom for me, that I'm a champ, MVP, and I am enthusiastic about ayahuasca. Just put, instead of your accolades that you need to have out there so desperately, just put your vax status as well, because you cared so much about it, during the years.
All right.
So just put it out there on your bio when you're about on your shows or whatever. You don't just need a brooch with your initials.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Put your vax status on there too.
Okay. All right.
Ryan Clark was clearly upset with Pat McAfee for giving Aaron Rodgers a platform during that interview, especially since Rodgers used the opportunity to take shots at him. At the time, Ryan Clark didn't hide how he felt, even posting that he was in South Bend, Indiana, where Pat McAfee's studio was located, and saying he could show up there himself. Looking back, that exchange is one of several moments people have started revisiting as they try to make sense of everything surrounding Ryan Clark's departure. A lot of the conversation is focused on contract negotiations and salaries, but others have also pointed to Ryan Clark's history of public controversies at ESPN, including occasions where he later issued apologies. Some viewers also believe it matters that the disagreement involved Pat McAfee, who is widely seen as one of ESPN's biggest personalities alongside Stephen A. Smith. McAfee has developed a reputation for openly challenging ESPN leadership in ways that many people believe other on-air talent couldn't, and several former ESPN employees have publicly commented on the influence they think he carries within the company. That combination of McAfee's reported contract talks and Ryan Clark's past run-ins has fueled plenty of online speculation, although ESPN has not publicly confirmed any connection between those events. That's all for this one, everyone. If you enjoyed the video and made it to the end, don't forget to leave a like because it really helps support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.